7 o'clock on the dot. More now on a developing story in Ottawa. That city's fire services have confirmed at least 5 people are dead. 5 or 6 others suffered serious injuries after a train smashed into a city bus at the peak of rush hour this morning. You can see the front end of this bus has been torn away. The crash happened at about 8:50 a.m. Eastern. Local fire services said at least 2 or 3 of the train's cars are off the tracks and that all of the casualties were on the bus with no injuries on the train. Today marks another milestone for commuters here on Highway 1. We're experiencing our very first rush hour with a fully functioning Cape Horn interchange. Another new overpass opened overnight. Greg Harper is live in Coquitlam with more. Greg?
Jody, we have a great view of the morning commute here in Coquitlam this morning as we look both at the Lougheed Highway and Highway 1 and of this new exit that opened this morning. There it is. You can see a cyclist using it as well. We drove on this exit earlier this morning. This is what it looks like. This is for commuters who are heading west on the Portman Bridge. You now have the option to exit to the right, Route 7, exit 44. It will link you directly to Lougheed Highway westbound. This new exit also means that for commuters on the Maryhill bypass that are heading west, they have the option too to link directly to Lougheed Highway westbound. No more using United Boulevard to do that. This is what it looks like on a map. According to Greg Johnson with the Highway 1 Improvement Project, what took commuters minutes to do before should now only take seconds. May take a couple days for some drivers to get used to this, so take it easy. But this is great news for thousands of commuters this morning. Jody?
Finally, some good news. Thanks very much. Greg Harper reporting live for us this morning from Coquitlam. You're being asked to check your fridge for a specific type of Gort's brand cheese this morning. It may be linked to an E. coli outbreak suspected of killing 1 person. The Gort's cheese, based in Salmon Arm, specializes in making cheese from raw milk. It's believed more than a dozen others have become sick in BC and Alberta over the last 3 months. The fatality linked to the cheese occurred last month in the interior. Health officials didn't suspect an E. coli outbreak until now. The company's other products are still for sale because they use milk that's been pasteurized.
You can get E. coli 157 from various other means, including undercooked meat, unpasteurized dairy or unpasteurized juices, or direct contact with animals. So it's important for people to keep that in mind and wash their hands frequently before and after preparing meals, and before and after touching animals, and to cook their meat up to 74 degrees.
If you have any Gort's cheese, throw it out or return it to the point of purchase. If you've eaten it in the last 10 days and have E. coli symptoms like diarrhea or cramps, see a doctor immediately. This is the 3rd consecutive day of negotiations between BC's 27,000 school support staff and the provincial government. CUPE has warned a province-wide strike could be in the cards if its employer doesn't drop its demands. A woman is in stable condition this morning, nursing some serious injuries in hospital after a hit and run in South Vancouver, and police are still searching for the driver. It happened at 6:30 a.m. during Monday's morning rush. The 49-year-old woman was crossing Marine Drive at Main Street. A vehicle slammed into her at the southeast corner of the intersection, mounting the curb before hitting a mailbox. Police do not have a description of the suspect vehicle.
The best we can do at this point is hope that someone saw the collision between the car and the mailbox and didn't really take note of it at the time because they didn't recognize that there was actually a pedestrian that was struck.
Vancouver police have recommended a charge of attempted murder after a fight at Britannia High School Monday night. A 17-year-old boy was slashed in the throat and needed emergency surgery to survive. A 23-year-old man was arrested. Up to 20 people were involved in the altercation, but police aren't sure what started the fight. A North Vancouver RCMP officer who raced through a speed trap will have to pay an $800 fine for going more than 60 kilometers per hour above the limit. Corporal Michael Arbulik claimed the incident on the Upper Levels Highway last February was a prank.